this is going to be my small kind of Nidalee guide that I'll be making. And a lot of people were kind of asking what I think is good and what I personally think you should build on Nidalee, what you should take for runes, masteries, all that stuff, since the masteries have changed up quite a bit. So first we'll go through the runes. So this is generally what I'll take every single time, typically, no matter who I'm really against. So your quints, you want 2 attack speed and 1 damage, so flat AD. This I was kind of doubting a bit because I didn't see why this would even be good, but after playing with it, it was, I'd say, about 90% better than taking just flat AD, which is pretty high. So yeah, I think the attack speed, flat attack speed, I'd only take 2 of them. The other quint is, like, this is way too valuable. Like, flat AD is just way too valuable to not take. But I'd take 3 flat attack speed reds, and then the rest are AD. This gives you 14% attack speed, which is more than enough. I think if you take another attack speed quint, you're taking way too much, and you have no AD, you can't poke down, you can't really, your damage just overall goes down by a lot. So I think this is definitely the best way to go. And this is top lane, bruiser. So yeah, this isn't jungle, by the way. Then just flat armor. Yeah, I wouldn't take flat health. It's not worth it. Then for the blues, I would take. This is kind of like a toss-up kind of thing, because as you'll see in the build, the cooldown isn't necessarily needed, but this is more of an early game kind of thing. And then just the flat magic resist, because you don't really need anything. But this could be changed. So if you're against someone with heavy magic damage, so say you're going against like Lissandra, for example, I'd just take flat magic resist. Cooldown won't be needed in that case. You're just gonna be healing yourself, sustaining until you get your items, and then you can kill her. But overall, I think, as a general, if you could only have 1 page and only 1 page for Nidalee, this would definitely be the page. Yeah. So so this could be changed. So this could be all magic resist. It has to be flat. If you're taking per level, you're just kind of wasting the stats. You don't get enough from the flat to actually make it beneficial. So yeah, you could also change this so that you have cooldown and change these to flat AP, which I was considering. Even though this is bruiser, you're not technically building a lot of AP, but because so much of her kit is actually magic damage focused, this is definitely better in my opinion. Or if you were to put AP, if you're not against someone with magic resist, that is. So that's a general for runes. We'll go to masteries. So these are the masteries. This is where it kind of gets really complicated, honestly. So, this is gonna take a little bit, but okay, so basically, Fury is just like for Bruiser Nidalee, this is like Fury's just way better, honestly. Like, this doesn't give enough stats for it to even be worth it, so yeah, it's kind of junk unless you're an actual caster. Um, so this one is a toss-up. This could be changed between Double Edge or Feast. So basically how this will work is if you are going to be getting poked down, if this is a lane you can't win, which there isn't many of, but if you're going if you are going against someone who you don't feel comfortable, I guess, facing, Double Edge would not be good because you're going to be taking way too much damage. And even though you can heal, it's not going to be enough, so especially early game. So this is interchangeable, but for the most part, double-edged sword. This one, at first I had this because natural talent seemed like garbage, like complete trash. But when I was first looking at this, it was not for someone who is both AD and AP. So because Nidalee is focused in actually both of them pretty heavily, this is definitely way better, like 100 times better. Because you're just gonna scale with AP and AD anyways. So this actually it's just like an extra like bonus, I guess. So I'd 100% take this on Nidalee. If you're full attack damage, by the way, so not Nidalee or whoever you're gonna be, natural talent's garbage. Yeah, the stats are just trash if it's not an AD and AP focused mixed champ. Okay, so for this one is one that I looked at quite a bit, and this talent I think is the most kind of controversial between every single talent here in this whole mastery. And it's because Oppressor is good, but at the same time, this has to be consistent. This has to be consistent slows, stun snares, taunts, etc. This has to be a consistent thing. This can't be like a 2-second taunt and then that's it. Okay, so this would not be worth it for champs like that, but as you'll see in the build, this is definitely beneficial to at least the build that I go, and you'll see that in a second. So 100% Oppressor. Like, Bounty Hunter is good, but I'd only take this on a champ that is gonna snowball. Yeah, like most 80 carries I see are taking Bounty Hunter because obviously the kills. Yeah, I think so. This is only really good because of what I'm gonna be doing. So as a general, I wouldn't take Oppressor. Okay, so so this one obviously is gonna be Armor Pen. You could mix this, like you could put a couple points here if you wanted to, but this is just way better early game, so I'd just take this. And you're not going to be getting enough actual AP for the magic pen part to actually be beneficial towards laning phase, even mid game. And the games are ending at like 25 to like 30 minutes max, so okay, this one is Favor for Battle, and at first I thought Deathfire Touch would be better. Just looking at the stats, they're kind of both kind of equal, but then what I realized about this was your favor for battle is actually stackable with Nidalee's pounce, so the W. So you can literally get full stacks if you get to lane, like going to lane, you can get full stacks of this. And then you can just hit the champ for a crap ton of damage. And at first I overlooked that and I didn't realize that the W would stack. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is 100%. You have to take this. Like, it's not even close anymore. So yeah. And here's the other thing. So this is I'm still gonna be testing this kind of thing because this is only like 3 days into the preseason, but I'm still gonna test this to see, because this could actually be very good, because as you see in the build. But as of right now, I'll probably just keep this. Yeah, it is what it is. It's like last season's. Okay, so Explorer is a must, I think, personally. People really underestimate movement speed. It's actually a huge part in the game. Especially on Nidalee, you're going to be in the brush, poking, weaving in and out. This is actually crazy strong, and I didn't realize how strong it was going to be until I actually tried it. And you can hit like, I think it's almost either 400 or close to 400 with this masteries, and just sitting in the bush with no boots. So that's crazy. So yeah, 100% take Explorer. And then Veteran Scars is, yeah, just 4%. It's way better than this. And then Insight, just, it is what it is. It's 50% of your spells reduced. So Flash, Ignite, whatever you're going to take, TP. Yeah, just, this is garbage. I don't think there's not even a champ that's going to really take this over Insight. So yeah, so this is the masteries. And if you guys have any questions, like, just put them in the comment section, like, if I didn't explain something well enough. Also, you could do this. You could do Wanderer into Secret Stash into into this one, into Dangerous Game. So this could be good because of the Q. Originally I actually had this, so it went here, 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 here. Okay, so this could be really good because she does percent damage, so the Q actually does like a crap ton damage. But after seeing this, like, Nidalee really wants to get ahead in the early game and then transition that into mid game where she can roam and help other lanes, screw over the jungler, stuff like that. Their jungler, not yours. I guess you could screw over your own, but so yeah, but this is what I would take. It's been working for me. It's pretty good. Like, I think this is gonna be the standard, like 100%. But yeah, so no. Okay. So this is it's pretty crappy, but it is what it is. So actually, okay, so your starting is going to be either Doran's or Cloth. Like, there is no other one, because this is a pile of crap, and that's it. I mean, you could take Longsword if you want, but I wouldn't, because it doesn't really transition to anything, especially like the build that I do. So you're gonna get boots, so this could transition to this, or this to this. So you pick your boots. Typically, I would say just go whatever you're against. So if you're against like an Aurelia, I'd 100% take this. It just depends. This is like really situational. I wouldn't take anything else. Like there's no other boots that are even close to being better for Nidalee at least, especially in lane. So if you're against a team with heavy CC, 100% just take Merc Dreads. If not, Ninja Tabby like 100%. Because this passive is actually overlooked a lot. The blocks 10% damage from basic attacks, especially in top lane. Like that's really overlooked. So this is actually really strong. But if they have a lot of CC, 100% Merc Dreads. Okay, then this item, Ginsu's Rage Blade. It was probably close to the worst item in season, I think it was 2 until like now. Like this item was literally used on Jax and Kale, and that's it. And then they nerfed it, and then it wasn't even worth getting on either. But now, after I first looked at this and I thought, okay, it's a piece of crap still. But I didn't realize how strong the item actually was until I used it. So, basically, let me click this. So, 80 in AP. So perfect for Nidalee, 100%. This is like beautiful for Nidalee. Alright, so this is really good. And by the way, this is going to go in order, kind of, what you want to purchase. So 100% just straight out buy this as fast as you can, first item. Okay, so before boots. Okay, so I should actually put this over here, but I just like it in this order. So yeah, first buy this. So what's really strong is the attack speed is crazy strong, like super ridiculous strong. Okay, then you have the 80 in AP again. The 8 stacks gives off like a Tiamat or Ravenous Hydra passive, the AoE, which I didn't realize was on ranged. So this is retardedly strong with Nidalee, because you can just poke someone down so fast and like with so much damage that it's actually, I didn't realize how strong it was until I tried it, and the amount of damage you do is ridiculous. Like I actually can't like even say how like strong this item actually is now, and it will be getting nerfed 100%. But for now, if you want to try it, I'd 100% say take this. Okay, so yeah, like every stat in this helps Nidalee, so perfect item. So this is ridiculous. Not as strong as Rage Blade, but it's pretty good. So basically, at first I thought Iceborne will never be used by Nidalee ever again. So because of the Triforce changes, and because this has no AP anymore, I was like, okay, this is garbage. But they changed the amount of cooldown, which is ridiculous. 20% on a damage item that's literally like, gives you a huge amount of damage. Plus this is like a perfect kind of item for Nidalee. You get the magic, or you get the mana, which actually really comes in handy. But overall, the cooldown, the armor, and the actual percent damage that this thing does is crazy high, especially with your Q in Cougar form. And this is the reason I take Oppressor. Okay, so when I was talking about the slow, like you have to have a consistent slow, this is why you're gonna take Oppressor. This thing can you can keep slowing someone just over and over and over again, and it's super strong. Like the damage that this and Oppressor does is really good. Okay, so these two I think are a must. This, like, Iceborne could be changed for Triforce, but honestly, I don't think it's really, Triforce is actually as good as I thought it was. After testing it a couple games, it's kind of just another damage item. Like, I'd rather take Iceborne, get the cooldown and the damage, obviously. So yeah, Iceborne is really good. Also a lot cheaper. So next is either Spear Visage or Rand's Omen. These items didn't really change this. You get the extra heal from healing yourself or um, healing others. The stats on it are really good. You get, just with these, you have 30%, so that's pretty close to the cap, except the cap is technically could be 45. Random Omen, this helps us again, so the slow. And then you have basically magic resist, 80 AP magic resist. That's pretty much, yeah. So yeah, this is just what you're gonna want to take, and that's pretty much everything. Yeah, this is technically like, this is what I'll be running every single game basically, along with these. So yeah, but if you have any questions about anything, just let me know and I'll answer it. So thanks for watching.